We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. I have been a lucky man. Nothing in my life has been easy. Humanity has always sacrificed some happiness for a little security. Repressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come out in the worst way. We have a predisposition to consider unpleasant ideas as uncertain. Then we seek arguments against them. We are what we are because we have been what we have been. Tradition is the excuse for lazy minds that refuse to adapt to change. People usually use false standards to measure. They look and admire power, success, and wealth, but they underestimate the true values of life. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until IT has gained a hearing. Ultimately, after endless rebuffs, IT succeeds. This is one of the few points in which one may be optimistic about the future of mankind. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. No, our science is nitrogen monoxide illusion, but an illusion IT would be to suppose that what science cannot give us, we can get elsewhere. The mind is like an iceberg. IT floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so nitrogen monoxide one can be forced into unbelief. What progress we are making. In the Middle Ages they would have burned me. Now they are content with burning my books. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? I have found little that is good about human beings on the whole. In my experience, most of them are trash, no matter whether they publicly subscribe to this or that ethical doctrine or to none at all. That is something that you cannot say aloud, or perhaps even think. We call happiness in the strictest sense comes from the preferably sudden satisfaction of needs which have been dammed up to a high degree. Neurotics complain of their illness, but they make the most of IT, and when it comes to talking IT away from them, they will defend it like a lioness are young. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. The goal towards which the pleasure principle impels us, of becoming happy, is not attainable, yet we may not, nay, cannot, give up the efforts to come nearer to realization of IT by some means or other. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. We believe that civilization has been created under the pressure of the exigencies of life at the cost of satisfaction of the instincts, the liberty of the individual, nitrogen monoxide gift of civilization. IT was greatest before there was any civilization.